It's
There
the
we go.
part.
All right, we're live.
It's time to get on the right path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with
Just
Tom
sounds low to
Perry
me.
and Jason Bible. Get
Oh,
the
I
answer to
turned
your
it down a little
question
bit yesterday
that's keeping you
'cause,
from taking action
Ashley was a
and
little
succeeding
loud.
Today.
Not in a bad way.
Yeah, he's just both of you guys are loud
Right.
dudes.
Yeah. I like him a lot.
Oh, he's good. We hung out for 30 minutes or so when he
Yeah.
Get ready. The guys
Chatting
who will
about
put your fears behind
stuff.
you are on the air
Yeah.
now. They're taking calls at 713-785-1817.
All right, guys. Hot mics in 5,
877-880-0222.
2-1.
1. Here we
Here's Tom
go.
and Jason.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. It's going to be a hot show. I'll tell you why it's going to be hot. I accidentally grabbed one of the jalapeno kolaches out of the kitchen.
Oh, did you?
My mouth is still on fire.
Oh, man. That's never good.
So I'm drinking like water and Diet Coke. I'm like, what is it going to neutralize? We got some milk in there to neutralize it. Anyway, so I've got like the cold
You,
jalapeno.
you do have kind of like a flush
a
cheek.
little sheen. Yeah. My face feels hot. So I didn't used to be like that. I just can't eat the hot stuff anymore. Anyways, welcome to the show. Jason Bible, Tom Perry, Right Path Real Estate. This is practical real estate investing. This is not get rich quick. This is not, can I do this with no money or no credit? Yeah, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard. We're practical real estate investing.
Man,
We talk about what works, what doesn't work. We bust a lot of guru myths. And we have a special treat coming up at 9:30, a special announcement, 9:30 this morning.
What are we going to share? Oh, not till 9:30.
Not till 9:30.
Oh, man.
You got to keep them. See, this is the secret. You got to keep
This
through
is the
second.
sizzle. Got to sell the sizzle
You got to sell the sizzle.
in order to sell the steak, right?
Yeah, you're not helping, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know anything. I'm still learning this whole sales gig.
Yeah, you're not helping here.
Yeah.
So, in any case, 9:30, we got a big announcement. Something we're going to do, a very, very, very special event that's going to come up 2 weeks from today. What events do we have coming up? I'm doing a webinar tonight. So, for you out-of-town folks, if you shoot an email to Veronica, support at Right Path Real Estate, I'm doing a webinar tonight. And then we've got an event coming up Thursday night. That's going to be how to raise money. And then our weekend retreat is the following weekend. It's not this weekend, it's next weekend. If you want to go, it's in DFW. Go to rightpathrealestate.com. You can sign up there. And then our next weekend retreat will be in September, which will be here in Houston.
Yeah, and we've got some crazy busy stuff going on in September. We're going to be doing a ton of traveling in September.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll be out in L.A. For those of you who saw us in L.A. about a month ago, we're going to be back out there again.
Going to be in
And-
quite a few Dallas events.
Yep, going to be in Dallas. It's going to be a good month. So, real estate. Tom.
Well, I hear it's tough to find deals right now.
Oh, it's impossible.
And so so today's the 16th? Is that right? No.
Yeah, today's the
Yeah.
16th.
So we've got, is it 9 or 10 for the month?
I know we have 9. We bought 9 in 13 days. So I don't know what our team's been doing the last 3 days. Hopefully it's buying some more houses.
But Jason, there's no deals out there.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
It's
There's
terrible.
no deals.
No deals.
There's no deals, and the rental properties are $25,000 out of pocket. And it's like, nope, there's deals.
And our students are getting deals too.
Oh, I made that little Facebook Live yesterday. My wife was listening to the radio, and evidently there's other real estate radio shows out there. I was not
What?
aware of that. I thought we were the only one, but
Yeah.
evidently there's some other ones out there.
You mean like actually on a radio station or like a podcast they call a radio
No, this was on a radio station.
Oh, okay. There's,
No, yeah, a
okay,
real radio
a
show.
real radio show.
A real radio show.
Yeah, okay.
And so Sarah was listening to the radio, and some other real estate dude came on, and he spent the first half hour bragging about cars and big houses and all
Oh,
that
yeah.
nonsense.
He's got a big house.
And, well, I don't know who it was. But
okay.
there's a couple of guys on these radio stations. So,
Yeah.
But my wife thought it was so funny because it's like, hey, that's great. You got a big house. You got a lot of fancy cars. So,
What's in it for me?
no, what are your students in?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, can you show me your students' houses, your students' cars, and all that? And I talked a little about that on Facebook Live because the reality is that's the proof in the pudding, right? I mean, if our folks really producing, and I always thought it was just so funny. She said, "Yeah, a guy goes on for like half an hour, 45 minutes about cars and all that other nonsense." So,
Yeah, Matt says don't forget we're in Corpus Christi in September also.
yes,
Yeah.
I'll be there for the Saturday. I think I'm going to bring the family down, and we'll do. If I remember, it's a private lending event. Quest is going to be down there.
Wow,
with me.
that's
So
awesome.
Quest is going to put on a little show. We'll be there.
Corpus is a great town.
I like it. you forget how close it is to Sugar Land. I mean, it's like 2.5 hours.
I've made it in 2 hours. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm sure. So it's just right down the street. But in any case,
Of course, I made Brick House last night in 29 minutes.
I don't know how you did that because as soon as I left that conference call, I was driving in the truck and I'm
Yeah.
like, where did this traffic come from? Tom got here in like 6 minutes. It's taken me like 45 to get to that exit just past 6. Anyways.
It's all about lane choice.
It is about lane choice.
It is
yeah.
about lane choice. Yeah.
And that truck is not nearly as maneuverable as the Prius.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
tell
right.
you that.
Yeah, and a Prius, it's got a motor and an engine.
That's right. Yeah, get them both going. So today on the show, Tom and I are in studio. Obviously, we're taking questions on Facebook. We'll also take them over the phone. We can take them in smoke signals if you live in North Memorial or Katy, because I can actually see through the studio here, through the windows in my office. So if you smoke signal on the other side of I-10, we can answer
Yeah, between
those
Wilcrest
questions.
and Kirkwood.
Wilcrest and Kirkwood, yeah, we can then take those questions. Remember, we're on the 3rd floor, so their smoke signals have to go kind of high.
713-785-1817.
Yep. Real estate. So the market's fine, guys. I'll tell you, there's plenty of deals out there, and I want to go after one misconception, and it's just because it's a comment I saw last night where somebody said, I don't want to be on any wholesalers' lists because wholesalers don't send out any good deals. And I immediately responded with, if you're waiting for a wholesaler to make you a multimillionaire, or you're waiting for a real estate agent to make you a multimillionaire, guess what? It's not going to happen. You're going to have to get off your duff, and you're going to have to go out and look at those properties, and you're going to have to walk them and make offers. You've got to put some activity in this business. If you think you're just going to sit there and, a wholesaler's going to send me a deal that's 70% minus repairs, and I'm just going to sign
There
the
are
paperwork
wholesalers
and-
that will give you 70% minus repairs deals, but they don't typically email blast them out. What they're doing is they know that you're going to close and close quickly. That's really what they're doing is they're looking for the line of least resistance. And when they get a smoking hot deal, they have like 1, maybe 2 slim possibility that there's 3 phone numbers that they want to call in order to move that deal. I mean, they're not going to email blast it out. They can call 3 people that buy all of their properties, and then they're done. And you want to get on those guys' lists.
Well, and how do you get on those people's lists?
You got to get out and network.
You got to get out and network, and you have to really network. Big networking event tonight that Redneck Country
biggest.
Club is tonight, right?
Yeah, it
RCC event tonight. We're sponsors there.
Right.
It's down at the Redneck Country Club. Fantastic venue. I always like to brag. My wife and I are founding members of Redneck Country Club. We are ensconced in brass there as you walk in on the right side of the club. But great networking event. There'll be like 1,000 people there. But what I see most people do is they're not working at the networking event.
They're hanging out with their buddies.
Hanging out with their buddies, drinking, the free beers, which is fine.
Like you and I will both be there about 3 hours, and
Mm-hmm.
we may see each other. We may have about a 5-minute conversation out of 180 minutes.
Yeah.
The other 175 minutes, like, not that I don't like you, not that, but it's like, I know what you have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen this dude once already today.
Exactly.
There's no money to be made with you and I talking to each other.
No.
There's no money that's getting made between you and your buddies.
No, not at all.
Or even you and your spouse kind of sitting there. It's the state of real estate networking is like watching a middle school dance. The girls are on one side, the boys are on another, and no one's on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Y'all have to get on the dance floor. You've got to talk to some wholesalers. You got to talk to some realtors if there's realtor there, or real estate agents. You got to talk to some money folks. You got to talk to some contractors. You got to talk to all the vendors that are there. I mean, that's the point of networking. And I see so many people. I ask them, hey, man, what networking events do you go to? I go to this one, I go to this one, I go to this one. They go to like 5 networking events. It's easily 4 hours of networking event. Driving there, hanging out there, and driving back. And if you go to 5 of those, that's 20 hours a month.
That's a lot.
How many deals are you buying out of those events? So I'll give you a perfect example of this. I was up in Dallas for the 2020 REI. Colby and I were up there last Monday. And one of the folks, actually it was Tiger and Erica were there. And Tiger walks up to me and he goes, just let you know, I'm here looking for contractors, money, and deals. And I
Yeah.
said, good, don't talk to me, go.
Yeah,
We
right.
talked- I didn't say it like that. I was
Right.
like, we talked for like 5 minutes, and he
Yeah.
was like, I got to go. I was like, good, because you're not making any money standing here talking to me at this booth. So, and that's what you're supposed to be doing at these networking events. So, to the people on Facebook that are like, oh my gosh, I'm on all these wholesalers' email lists, and there's just not a deal. And it's like, you have no relationship with them. You don't. And at the end of the day, you need to go out there and get invested in the wholesaler. If you think investing in real estate is simply about doing the deal, is simply about the house, you're missing this entire business. In fact, you're missing business
2 minutes.
on a completely another level. Like, you're missing business as a whole. Because people do business with other people. And you've got to work with people. Now, if you tell me, Jason, I'm not a people person, well, you might want to change. But you've got to build that team. And that team includes wholesalers and real estate agents and meeting with homeowners and working with contractors and folks with money. All that stuff is important. And if you think someone's going to email you into prosperity, it's not going to happen. It's just not. And I'll tell you another thing. And I realize this is going to come across incredibly harsh, but that's a sign of you being selfish. It really is. It's a sign of something for nothing. And you know what? That's not how this world works. You might get over and get a deal or two here and there, but you're not going to be prosperous if you're not investing in other people. It's just not going to happen. Sorry. No one's going to email you. Oh, here's all my 70% deals. Yeah, just let me know which ones you want. And I'll go ahead and, I'll send you the title company instructions, and here's where you want the money in, and you got to fast track to the rehab. Like, it doesn't work like that. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to work. And that's why we named our given our name, if you will, of practical real estate investing. This is not something for nothing. You're going to have to put in some time. You're going to have to put in some money. We get back from the break, we're going to have our big announcement here at about 9:30.
Don't want to miss that.
Don't want to miss that. We're going to talk more about real estate. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Lights off.
This is interesting.
What's that?
Been trying to get a hold of him for like 2
A
weeks.
small return
Oh,
from
yeah.
your retirement
He's
plans.
not
Why
returning
settle
phone
for
calls.
mediocre
Wow.
results?
Is he doing
There's a
something
better
for us?
place to invest.
That was
The experts agree.
Legend.
part of
Single-family
the
real estate
Facebook
is one
thing
of
I
the
was
best
doing.
investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9%.
You wanna drop a
return
note in
and
there?
up to a 13% waterfall.
Hey, bro.
Call us today
Been trying to get a hold of you.
at 281-915-0906 or visit our website.
It's stuff like that,
jbfundservices.com.
and it's
That's 281-915-0906.
everyone watching all the stuff in politics right now. I'm like,
Yeah.
I saw all these people are talking about, oh my
Are you a
gosh, I've been
realtor or seller
crying
that
because
is
such and such is
concerned
happening
about
in the
new
world.
trends and closing
And I'm like,
time? I'm Jennifer Hernandez,
what are you gonna do
Senior
about
Loan
that?
Officer at Legacy
Get a-
Mutual Mortgage,
yeah.
and we have mastered the 30-day close. We close on time, accurately, and with tons of communication. You'll have a dedicated team of a coordinator and a contract to close associate. Give me a call today at 713-579-3611,
No control, yeah.
and let's talk about how we can help you on your next transaction.
Equal Housing Opportunity Lender. NMLS 514497.
Have you ever experienced the pain of trying to get MLS comps for your
Oops.
hot lead? If you've lost deals
Oh, I
waiting
just
for
clicked
MLS
away.
comps, you can understand the frustration. How much would it help you if you no longer had to wait for a real estate agent to get you the info you need to close a
think this
deal?
is- I think the Propelio
is a
guys did a
brokerage
good job with
website
this
that
ad.
gives you instant
Yeah,
easy
I agree.
access to
Yeah.
high-equity lead lists and comps with access to a network of the top real estate agents.
You know,
Get
I
a
really
bid
like
from
our
everyone
logo.
else. Get a free 7-day
You know,
trial
on a shirt
today
like this,
by going
that's
to
a-
getmlscomps.com.
good looking logo.
That's getmlscomps.com.
All right, I'm going to say this. I'm going to make everybody in the office mad, but I got a great idea for a new logo.
Oh, you do? Oh. For what?
For Right Path, but I'm like, I don't.
Probably not a question of movement. Call
I don't know.
Check for a truly independent, unbiased foundation evaluation. Foundation Check has been in business since 2009 and has completed
Morning,
over
guys.
1,400
Hey, Matt,
evaluations.
I have got a
We're not
webinar
in
at
business of
7.
repairing foundations
So,
or selling you unnecessary
I
paperwork,
am
but we
trying
are
to
in
figure
the
out.
business of evaluating
Maybe
your
I'll do
foundation.
7 to 8 and I'll go to
Our
RCC.
product
I don't know.
is
I'm
designed
trying to
for
figure out how I'm going to
house
make it to the
builders,
RCC
landlords,
tonight.
or even
But
owner-occupied
Tom,
properties.
of course,
Each
will
of our
be
files
there.
is reviewed
And
by
we'll
a
have our
licensed
big giant
engineer.
green booth if you've
Remember
ever
to
been to the
check
RCC when we have
before
everything
ever
there.
repair.
So,
Call 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825. Or you can reach us online at
Everybody's on
foundationcheck.com.
here.
That's foundationcheck.com.
Did you know that there are over $24 trillion
big
retirement
announcement, a
accounts in the
big
US?
one.
Imagine if you could use someone's IRA to fund all of your deals. Well, you can. Quest IRA is based locally here in Houston, Texas. At Quest IRA, we offer retirement accounts They can be used to invest in real estate, promissory notes, private entities, and much more.
Yeah, and it's
Many of our
Tuesday. You guys,
clients loan money
y'all need to
from
be
their
raising money.
IRAs to fund
Oh, no,
real
it's
estate
Wednesday. I'm
deals
totally-
all over the country. We don't
Oh,
sell
my
any
gosh.
investments or give advice. However, we do
Should
hold
be over at
free
Quest.
networking events, weekly educational classes, and
Money
free consultations with an
Tuesday.
IRA specialist. For more information, visit our website at questira.com or call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs to tap into the $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S. Call Quest IRA at
30 seconds.
1-855-FUN-IRAs or go to our website, questira.com.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online.
All right, guys, we're coming back.
nextgenappraisals.com.
This is Business 1110. Call Jason or Tom at 713-785-1817 or look for us on Facebook Live at facebook.com/RightPathRealEstate.
Welcome back, Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. You know, one of the things that we talk about in the radio show is that if you don't have a plan to retire in 10 years, you could have that. And, you know, I forget the statistics, but the last time that I read what the average person retires on in our country, it's abysmally small.
I thought it was like 50 grand.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
And so, you know, it doesn't take a lot to buy a house. A lot of people think, but I don't have the money to buy a second house or a third house or a fourth house, etc. But, you know, if you could put together a plan, you know, let's say that you're 50 years old, working oil and gas, and you want to retire at 65. I mean, 15 years. If you bought a house a year for the next 15 years, you could generate about $400 a month of positive cash flow per house. You'd be bringing in $6,000 a month tax-free.
So here's the GAO says people aged between 55 and 64 have accrued about $104,000 in retirement savings. That's pathetic.
Yeah.
That's one. I mean, which gives you a monthly payment of about $310.
Yeah,
like,
if you put it into an annuity.
Yeah, that's like,
Yeah.
you got to be kidding me. $310.
So that same $104,000 would be able to put right now you'd be able to buy a minimum of 4 houses, right? And 4 houses at $25,000 out of pocket per house, right? And so 4 houses you'd be able to bring in about between $400 and $500 a month passive income. So that's about $1,600 a month just with that same $104,000. So it's like what you don't know is costing you thousands and thousands of dollars.
Well, it's costing you millions. And not only that, it's what I talked about on Monday, where not only you have a retirement issue, you've got if you're paying for kids' college, and then what's your plan B?
Right.
A lot of folks have been surprised when their career just ended. It's not like we lost a job. There's one thing that's going on in this country a lot of people are missing, and I posted a video about it last night on Facebook, and that is people's careers are ending because of automation, and we no longer need some of these skill sets.
Yeah, they're not coming back.
They ain't coming
They're
back.
like the buggy whip manufacturers. They ain't coming back.
Come back.
Right.
I was listening to a whole deal last night on a video Tucker Carlson did in front of the Firefighters Association.
Oh, man,
in
that was
DC.
awesome.
It was incredible.
Oh,
wasn't it?
my gosh.
And he said, look, when automated vehicles come,
Yeah.
there will be 8 million people unemployed.
Right.
And those jobs ain't coming back.
Right. No, they're not.
And that's easily going to be in the next 10 years. In fact, when I bought my truck, I was like, I'm kind of looking around. I'm like, let's get something fun and sporty to play around with. And then I realized inside the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to have cars that drive themselves. I mean, we already do from Tesla. But we are going to have so many choices with cars that drive themselves. What's going to happen when those 18-wheelers start driving themselves? And I know some of y'all who are in a high-tech field in healthcare, in oil and gas, think that your jobs aren't going to be replaced. You are going to soon find that reality. Automation is a-coming, and it's coming fast. 5 years is, I mean, there's a theory out there, and I can't remember what it's called, that technology essentially doubles every 5 years. I think it's actually moving much faster now. I think it's about every 2.5 years. So times they are changing, and they are changing fast. It is highly likely that in the next 10 years, a lot of people listen to this radio show, their career may literally no longer exist. The field in which they are working in, which they've specialized in, that's paying them really well, right now will no longer exist.
Well, I watched 60 Minutes this past Sunday, and so not only is it the technology is replacing, but then we also have a immigration issue where these special visas where companies are allowed to bring people over from and what was happening is that these employees, in order to get their severance package, they're required to train their replacement.
That's right.
And
for $2 an hour.
Yeah, and it was really quite sad because most of these people, like one guy, he said, "Look, I just got my review at the end of the year was that I was doing this fabulous job. I mean, he got like all like A pluses, right? That he was doing this absolutely fantastic job. So they brought him in for a meeting, and he thought, it's going to be a new bonus package, a new pay raise for all the great job that he's doing." And he said, no. It's like, hey, meet your replacement. It's a guy from India, and he's going to do your job for, 2/3 of the price. And you've got to train him. We're going to give you the severance package. But he's like, I was doing a great job.
Yeah.
I was doing nothing wrong. And it's not like the job's been eliminated. And so it's not even the technology. So they're getting squeezed from two ends.
It's labor arbitrage.
Right.
I've been to the Infosys campus in India. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing.
But, if you own your own business, I mean, in order to compete, in fact, they were making it, how 60 Minutes is a little bit liberal, and they're making it sound like these evil companies are doing this. But it's like the idea of a corporation is to maximize profits for its shareholders. That's the whole goal. If you own a company, you want to make as much profit as you can. And there's only two ways to do it, and that's, increase revenue and decrease expenses, right?
Well, there's a dirty little secret out there that people think that capitalism, the point of capitalism is to employ people.
It's not.
It's not. It's to create wealth.
Right.
And if you're on the back
that's
side
phase
of that
three.
trend,
That's profit.
That's profit.
Yeah.
The whole idea is to create wealth. And what exactly are you going to do when all of that changes? Like I said, I've been to the Infosys campus in India. I've also been to the Jack Welch Center that GE has out there. And there's a lot of these American engineers who don't code, who don't do the, quote, dirty work of engineering that are going to find themselves without a job. And now, I was joking earlier about getting replaced by a $2 an hour person. They're not. They're getting replaced by $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a person versus whatever the American equivalent, $150,000, $200,000 a year person. That's what's happening. And it's going to continue to happen. As we export, really what it is as we export our greatest commodity, which is education.
Right.
What's amazing is we're actually training these people in our university and then sending them to another country where they can make a whole lot of, quote, money in their local currency.
Right.
And then we're literally shipping the jobs overseas. I don't want to turn this into a show about politics, but that's exactly what's happening.
But it's 9:29. We have a 9:30 announcement.
We do have 9:30 announcement. So when you look at, hey, what's my plan B? What happens when, and I know there's a lot of y'all out there listening to this show. I know there's a lot of you guys that were, man, I was killing it career-wise, and then all of a sudden, bam, I get hit with, it's time to train my replacement. Or something happens in my industry. I mean, oil and gas, I could have sworn the price of oil would have come back by now. Now, if we have a good old-fashioned war, I think that'll help. Or if the dollar starts to slide, but the dollar's been doing
North
so
Korea.
well. Yeah, come on, North. Yeah, it's funny. That kind of missed the news, didn't it?
Yeah, right.
Somebody backed down real quick when Daddy showed up. Oh, you want to play this game?
Yeah.
Kim Jong, we'll play this game. Anyway, so the whole idea that you don't have a plan B, what happens if your career is literally eliminated? Not your job, but your career is eliminated. What's plan B for you and your family? And if you don't have that plan B in place, I guess it's, a barista or something. But, you got to figure out what's plan B. What's plan B? Speaking of which, let's get to our big announcement today. Here's what Tom and I are going to do. 2 weeks from today, that would be Wednesday night, 2 weeks from today. We want to
That's in September.
That is, it's all the way in September.
Yeah.
We want to take...
September's closer than you think.
Right, yeah. We want to take 10 people and put them into
actually, it's not. It's August 30th.
Okay.
Yeah.
We want to take 10 people and put them in a room and we want to solve your real estate problems.
This is free coaching.
So here's the deal. Send an email. This is only for the people who've bought at least $20,000 in real estate coaching from somebody. And they're stuck. They're not happy. They're not getting the deals they want. It's not working for them. We're looking for the people who have spent some money and who are frustrated and are not getting the results they want. That's who we're looking for. And we're only going to take 10 of you. You need to email your name, what you spent, and where you're struggling to support at Right Path Real Estate. I want to say it again. We need your name, what you spent on real estate coaching, and where you are struggling. Send that to support at Right Path Real Estate. We're only going to select 10 people. And
it's an exclusive group.
It's going to be a very small group. There's 10 of us. And the reason we only picked 10 because that's what fits in my conference room in my office. So we're going to get together Wednesday night for an hour or two, 2 weeks from today, and we're just going to go round robin. Hey, what are you frustrated with in your business? Tell us what you've done in the past, what advice you've gotten in the past, and tell us where you're stuck. And we're literally going to just bang it out as fast as we can. And if y'all ever seen us in person before, we can fix a lot of businesses in like 15 minutes or less. So I want you to send an email to support at Right Path Real Estate, name what you spent on other real estate education, and where you're struggling, and we will pick 10 people 2 weeks from now for Tom and I to sit down with to go through and fix their businesses.
Minimum spend that you have to spend on coaching is $20,000.
At least $20,000. So if you spend $1,000, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to the people who spent real money in real estate education. At least $20,000, because now you're investing in your future. You spent a couple $100, I'm not interested. $20,000, frustrated, it's not working, you can't find the deals. Email support at Right Path Real Estate with your name, how much you've spent, and where you're struggling at. 2 weeks from today. And we'll sit down. We'll fix it. You guys will be you'll be absolutely blown away how fast we fix your stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna redeem that wasted money that you.
That's exactly what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
You will get more in an hour or two sitting in a room with 10 people than you got out of real estate coaching for however many years you've been a student of these different gurus. I guarantee it's one of the most common things we hear about our weekend retreat. Someone says, it happens actually, it happened in California.
Yeah.
Tom did a presentation on sales. I did a presentation on marketing, maybe 3 hours between two of us.
Right.
And I had people that came up to me afterwards and they said, I learned more in 3 hours than I have in 2 years working with this real estate coach.
And what do you say to that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm like,
yeah.
well,
I'm sorry that other coach is not helping you.
Yeah. So, and then I'll say, so you're flying to the weekend retreat in Houston or Dallas? And they say, yes.
Yeah.
So if you've spent at least $20,000 on real estate coaching, send us an email with your name, what you've spent, where you're struggling at to support at Right Path Real Estate. We're going to pick the 10 best ones 2 weeks from this Wednesday. We're going to sit down in my office right across the hall here and spend an hour or two with 10 of y'all, and we're going to get all you guys sorted out inside of 2 hours. Again, send that email to support at Right Path Real Estate. You're on the clock because we're not going to open this up it's not going to be open for the next 2 weeks. It's going to be a limited time. We'll get back from the break. We'll talk more about practical real estate investing. It's Jason Bible and Tom Perry.
Mike's off.
Yep, that's Moore's Law.
Have you ever
Thanks, Jeff. We thought it was a good idea. You see this, Jeff Emerson?
Oh, no.
Bro, that's a great idea. Esteban Torres and Jonas da Silva. You guys need to email support. Tell them you spent more than $20,000. I'll be right back.
Access to high equity lead lists and comps with access to a network of the top real estate agents. Get an edge on everyone else. Get a free 7-day trial today by going to getmlscomps.com now. That's getmlscomps.com.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes or binders? The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. We're here for you.
What's up with mine?
Are you a rehabber, wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper? Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. contact Benchmark about our exclusive investor package. Call us and let us show you what we can do for you at 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Hey, Michelle, we already did our big announcement. If you guys spent at least $20,000 on real estate education and are not where you want to go, Tom and I have an event 2 weeks from today. We're going to take 10 people. That's all I got in all I can fit in my conference room.
You'll have a dedicated
We're going to take 10 people and get them sorted out. So send an email to support@RightPath Real Estate with name, how much your name, contact info, how much you spent, and where you're struggling at, and we'll take the 10 best ones.
514-4497.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track
Well, in
Remodeling
fact,
at
I am looking for Fast Track.
9992 or
Fast Track is doing a job for us right now that they are absolutely killing it on. It is gorgeous.
Remodeling of single-family
Supposed to walk it next week.
Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects, which has helped us to create our 3 keys to success. Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done, train and maintain quality crews so it gets done right, and complete the work in a proper order so it gets done fast.
No more managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832.
You know what I'm going to be happy?
What?
I'm going to be happy in about 36 some odd hours when I'm in Idaho or I just landed in Spokane and I'm like, ooh, I need a coat. It's 80 degrees outside for a high.
1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute.
All right, so last night, having a great time at the new house.
Hey guys, just some. Oh, okay. Eric Brown. Yeah, cool. Michelle Martin. Thanks. I heard the announcement.
So, so we're hanging out. Just me and the wife and the kids are in and out playing out of the pool, and it's like 8 o'clock on the dot. Just as the sun starts to dip below, like the fence, right in the horizon. The mosquitoes.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh, jeez. We're like running inside, and
yeah,
it's crazy.
The experts agree.
I'm going to miss that in Idaho.
Yeah, probably not.
No,
I'm not.
You know what you need is like to get it like start building a habitat for bats. They eat all the mosquitoes.
Do they?
Yeah.
Did I tell you the firefly project we're working on?
No.
We have fireflies out there.
Oh, really?
And we did all this research. You know when that backyard was a jungle?
Yeah.
Evidently that's great for fireflies.
Yeah.
So we're trying to figure out how to keep that going without
without having to be in a jungle back there.
Yeah.
Fireflies are awesome.
They're so cool.
All right, fellas. Hot mics in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Tom Perry, Right Path Real Estate. I want to go over the big announcement again. We've never done this before. Heck, we may never do it again. We're throwing up a test balloon up there. Tom and I are going to spend a few hours, probably about 2 hours, with 10 people Wednesday night 2 weeks from now. We're looking for 10. That's it. Because that's
free.
It's a free event.
It's a free event.
100% free.
But you have to apply for the event. You're going to be chosen. And just because you send the email doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be in. You're going to be screened. We're going to see what your problem is. There's not any problems we can't fix.
So you need to send an email to support@RightPath Real Estate. With your name, you must have spent at least $20,000 on real estate education.
Not just saying that you spent $20,000.
Like, what'd you spend it on, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And then we want to know where you're struggling. Like, what's the big problem you have? And then we're going to get 10 of y'all together on Wednesday night, and we're going to bang out all of your problems, like your biggest struggles. Trust me, we do this. In fact, we do this every Thursday night at base camp, right? So we're going to show you how fast we can fix your stuff. It's going to blow you away. One of the it's a compliment. One of the common compliments we get is whenever Tom and I speak somewhere, they inevitably at the end of even our free events, someone will come up to us and say, I learned more in an hour than I have working with this real estate coach for a year or 2 years or 5 years. Like an hour with you guys on stage is like, I learned so much in an hour. So we're going to take 10 of y'all, free event. in a small setting.
No
we're gonna
chance of
set up-
talking us down on that.
Not, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
That's
free
our
is free.
bottom line number.
Maybe we'll get some sandwiches or
Yeah.
something. But anyway, so we're going to set up in my office. I've got a conference table in there. And over an hour or two, we're just going to knock out all 10 of y'all's biggest issues. Boom, be done with it and move on to the next one. So that's what we're doing. Send an email to support at Right Path Real Estate, your name, how much you've spent on real estate education and where you're struggling at.
And
like
so for
I
all
said,
the people
we're
that are
gonna take a
listening,
10.
it may not be you that's struggling or that you've spent $20,000, but you probably know someone who spent $20,000 or more. It doesn't have to be right on the button $20,000. I mean, it has to be $20,000 or above. We know people that have spent $50,000 and $75,000 and $100,000 on real estate coaching and are getting no results.
So I was at a networking event, let's just say it was in the last year. And there was a little happy hour shindig, and a whole bunch of people showed up. So I'm sitting there at one table just talking with a couple of buds of mine from different markets. And about 30 minutes into it, they said, you know what we ought to be doing? We ought to just rotate everybody at this table. Jason, you just sit here, and you just talk to everybody, that comes to the table. So I said, fine. So I had 30 to 45 minutes with a table of 8 folks.
Yeah.
And then everybody would get up, and then they'd move and bring in a new set of people,
Sure.
right? And I kid you not, one lady sitting next to me says, I've spent $80,000 on real estate education. I have not bought a house yet. And I'm like, what? What? What is your coach telling you to do? And she told me just the craziest stuff. And I told her, I said, you keep doing that, you ain't buying a house. I can guarantee you that. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to help you redeem some of your lost dollars on real estate education. So again, send an email to support at Right Path Real Estate with your name, how much you've spent, what the big thing is that you're struggling with. We're looking for people who are stuck, not happy, haven't done a deal, it's not working for them. Those are the people we're looking for. So shoot an email to support at Right Path Real Estate.
There's a club in town that the unfortunate thing is that no one there has probably spent $20,000. But what I know is that they have a board. I don't know. Probably not going to name the club or anything like that. But Jason and I have bought. And I forget if there's 7 or 9, could be 11, it could be 50 people on the board. I don't really know what the number is, but what I know is that you and I have bought more properties than all the members of the board combined. And in fact, I would venture to say that if you take you and I and just our students that come to our base camp event, and if I look at the number of properties that we plus our students buy, because we never count our students' properties in the deals that we do, but I bet that our students plus us buy more properties than every single attending member. There's a few vendors in there that do high volume, but I won't count them because they're not technically members. But I bet we buy in our little group more properties than that entire club combined.
If we were to add up, I had to grab Veronica because we can go through everyone's numbers.
Yeah, because we keep track of the metrics.
So I think we are now, us, Right Path and Houston House Buyers are, if I were just to guess, without looking at the numbers, we're the largest home buyers in the city of Houston now.
Yeah.
I mean, If we're not up to 60, 70 houses a month with all the people in our group, that doesn't include the people in DFW. And
you know what's crazy is everybody has such a mindset of, like, I'll call it a lack mindset. It's not an abundance mindset. Lots of people talk about abundance mindset, and very, very few people ever walk it out, right? Because they get into this fear mode, and it's like, the pie's only so big, and oh my gosh, if you take part of the pie, that's less pie for me, right? And that's so ridiculous because, 60 houses a month among our students. And when was the last time we ever ran into one of our students on a deal that HHB was doing or QPS was doing? It's just
pretty rare. It happens every now and then, but it's pretty rare.
I can't say it never ever happens, but it is so rare. It's like I think we could have 500 more students that are all killing deals, and we'd go from 60 deals a month to 560 deals a month, and we still wouldn't be bumping into one another.
You know what it does do? It roots out the people who are bad in this business.
Oh yeah,
because if you're not a good negotiator, if you don't have a lot of integrity, we're running a lot. Us and our clients in Right Path are running the people who have poor integrity out of this business. Which, all right, so truth be told, which was one of our intentions of getting into real estate education, was to clean up this business. So That is absolutely
You look at a Buc-ee's, for example. Buc-ee's doesn't put, good truck stops out of business or good, but there were so many bad service stations with, bad convenience stores and bad restrooms and all that. I mean, really their whole premise was let's just start with lots of clean restrooms.
Yes.
And, I mean, how sad is that when you can make a good business out of just building clean restrooms? I mean, talk about a low barrier for entry in terms of a business. Now, you could start a competitor to Buc-ee's today, and you think, and do the exact same thing Buc-ee's is doing and call it some other brand, and you would be killing it like Buc-ee's is. And do you think Buc-ee's is going to get scared?
There is one. It's,
right.
Yeah. What is it, Q-Trip or something like that?
Yeah.
I met a guy that worked for him, but they're the kind of the Buc-ee's equivalent. We're talking about gas stations. For you guys that are outside of the Houston or outside the Texas market, there's a brand here called Buc-ee's. Guys,
that started in Lake Jackson.
Started in Lake Jackson. Guys here local. They're fantastic. They're like the
size.
The
dad started it, and two boys went off to college, went to A&M, and they came back basically to Dad and said, "Hey, Dad, we can blow this thing up in a big way, and all we got to do is build lots of clean bathrooms."
Yeah,
and they've exploded.
They have absolutely they're all over.
Did you know the new one in Katy is going to have 100 gas pumps?
I love seeing I'll take a picture of it, and they're like the size of a small Walmart.
Yeah.
I mean, they're bigger than a grocery store. They're clean. They're nice. People there are great, and they're making a ton of money.
Yeah.
Because they're doing so good, right?
Yeah,
they provide a good product, but like you said, it's not putting good operators out of business. It's putting bad operators out of business, which I am all for. You're going to have to upgrade your game, guys. You can't be a nasty gas station anymore in Texas. It's just not going to happen, right? So,
well, have you seen how many of the gas stations around Madisonville, for example, that they're not there anymore?
Yeah, they're dried up.
And there are a couple of others, on some of the other corners, and guess what? They've upped their game, right?
Yeah,
they have to.
So same way with our group, and that's what we're going to do Wednesday night. So shoot us an email. Support at Right Path Real Estate. Name how much you've spent on real estate education and where you're struggling with. And I'll tell you what, in that 2 hours, we're going to get you all sorted out easily in 2 hours. We're going to do this and this and this, and boom, you'll be done. So hope to see you guys there on that Wednesday night. But shoot an email to Veronica, support at Right Path Real Estate. She's sending me text messages, so it looks like she's already getting a bunch of emails. Oh, by the way, we have not emailed this out to our entire list yet. So if you want to be first, at least in consideration, you want to go ahead and do that now. We're probably going to email out this segment of the show later today. So in any case, back to buying houses. Yeah, I think if you add up, I could go through and look. If you add up all the houses that we're doing inside our group, if we're not the largest home buyer in Houston, we got to be pretty close. And if I were to guess, it's somewhere between 40 and 60 houses a month for... Well, let's see. Between our two companies, that's 15 alone. So it might be higher. It might be 60. Well, we can go back and look, but we're buying a lot of houses. Our group buys a lot of houses.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Group buys a lot of houses. Our students, our clients are buying a lot of houses. And that's the whole point, right? You can't build wealth without buying these things. And if you're not buying them, what are you doing? If you go to the Redneck Country Club tonight for the Jet Lending Renters Warehouse event, you need to be networking. You need to be in that room learning from those guys.
Yeah, walk up to any of our students that are wearing the Right Path name badge. Pick their brain, find out what they're doing.
That's a good point. We give all the folks that are in our group, in our family, a really big silver name badge, and just go ask them. Get the straight scoop from them. Hey, what is it? What's it like working with the guys? I mean, good, bad, and different. They'll tell you the whole story. That's why we give them big old name badges for these networking events. The other reason we give them big name badges is we can see from across the room if they're sitting there hanging around each other, and we're like, what are you guys doing? You need to go over there. You need to go over there. Go split up. Y'all can talk to each other on Thursday nights, but y'all need to go split up and start networking. So that's what we do, guys. We get back from the break. We'll talk more about practical real estate investing. It's Jason Bible, Tom Perry, Right Path Real Estate.
Mike's off.
Investor loans offering up to 100% financing are still available. You just have to know where to look. Look no further than Noble Mortgage. Noble Mortgage is a full-service mortgage company that's been helping investors since 2003. Noble Mortgage offers up to 100% financing to investors that covers purchase, repairs, and closing costs. In addition to private money, Noble Mortgage offers conventional loans, FHA, and even no-income documentation loans for both residential and commercial properties. Call and ask.
So,
about
Matt,
our
I'll tell you a little
guarantee,
RCC
which
story at
includes
Redneck Country
free
Club.
pre-qualifications within
Michael
2
Berry
business
started
days.
fundraising
Call
for that thing
713-680-8100
almost the same month we started
or
Houston
visit
House Buyers.
noblemoney.com. That's
And so I told
noblemoney.com.
Sarah,
Our
I said,
team
look,
has over
we have
50
got
years
to be involved in
experience
this,
the mortgage
but I
industry.
have no
Call
idea if
today,
we're going to make any money in Houston House Buyers.
713-680-8100,
But we still wrote a
or
check
visit
because
us
I
on the
thought that
web,
place it's a really neat place.
noblemoney.com.
All the clubs and stuff that are associated with the RCC, we just could not join.
Time is
Maybe
money
is a
in
better
real
way to
estate
put
deal.
it.
If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes, binders, and the agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. It's there for you. Call Houston's leading real estate risk management experts, Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas, 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties, whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab. No more managing it yourself. No more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking
Hey,
for
Sean, thanks for sending out the event tomorrow night. That's pretty cool.
Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911. Check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree. Single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
Real estate investors, if you're not familiar with Quest IRA,
1 minute.
let me tell you what you're missing. We've got free weekly educational classes, networking opportunities, and the ability to tap into trillions of dollars for your real estate investing deals. Come by our office or join us remotely as we simulcast all of our educational classes every Tuesday morning and evening. For more information, call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or visit our website at questira.com.
Selecting a foundation company and their product for repair is a lot like a game of chance. You simply don't know what you're going to get. The foundation repair industry as a whole doesn't carry a license, nor is it regulated. However, Foundation Check utilizes professional engineers to review all of our files to give you the best foundation analysis in today's market. Remember to check before every repair. Call 346-702-3825.
What do you think, we're not ready?
You can reach us online.
I don't know.
We are consummate radio professionals. I'll have you know we've been doing this for a year.
Call Jason or Tom at 713-785-1817.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Us on Facebook Live at
6.
I'm going on my time.
Yeah, whatever. Just put us live.
5, 4, 3, 2,
12.
1. Here we go.
Welcome back, Right Path Real Estate Radio. Big announcement. We're going to help bail out bad investments and other real estate gurus. 2 weeks from today, 2 hours, 10 people. Going to limit it to 10 because we want to give maximum value. You know, it is amazing, and I feel like I'm humbled by it when we go and speak at an event in California or in Dallas or wherever it is that we're speaking, and people say, I learned more in the 30 minutes that you spoke than I've learned in the last 2 years of doing real estate. And, sometimes what's interesting to me is, we'll sit down and people have been doing real estate for 20 years. And what they think they know is not.
I'll tell you, that's what blows me away. Like, I've been doing this 20 years, and we sit down and talk, and they go, I've never even considered that before. I've never thought of that before. And I'm like, I've only been doing this 4 years. And because we do so many transactions built so fast, I think we've got the equivalent of like 100 years of experience. Most real estate investors, the top dogs, according to Wall Street, buy 10 houses a year.
Yeah.
That's what we do in a month.
Right.
So we get like 12, 13, 15 years experience every 12 months.
Right.
So it's really neat to share some of that with some of these other folks.
Yeah, when you're going at that pace, you learn you learn what to do and what not to do, and what works and what doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much bad information being taught out there.
Well, I love
it. It starts with the TV shows, right? Because in the TV shows, they're like, "Oh, I bought this property for $400,000 at an auction and at a foreclosure auction, and then, I put, $100,000 or $70,000 in a rehab, and I did that rehab in 10 days, and then I sold it, 30 days later for $600,000, and I made $130,000 of profit, and you're like, wait. No, you didn't.
I made $11 billion.
Yeah.
And you're like, you don't know. This is not.
So it starts with that, and I'm sure you hear a lot when people say, "Well, what do you do?" And you tell them, "Oh, my wife, she watches those Property Brothers, every single night. I mean, she can't get enough of that." I'm like, "Oh, that's good for her.
Great,
good for her."
And they're like, "Do you watch those shows?" I'm like, "I can't stand."
No,
it.
right?
I can't.
Yeah, because
I can't watch them.
So anyhow,
they're entertaining.
Yeah,
but they're not. That's not how you run the business.
Yeah, it is entertainment, right? That's all it is. It's not infotainment because there's no education there whatsoever.
I'll tell you what, a buddy of mine was sharing, in the last couple of weeks that, he knows some of these TV guys, and a lot of them don't make any money.
Yeah, right.
Even with all the money they get from some of the contracts they have,
that's a dirty little secret.
Yeah, they don't. A lot of these real estate gurus don't make any money.
Hey, so go to support@rightpathrealestate.com. Submit your name, the amount of money that you spent, and where you're stuck.
Yes.
And the sad thing is some people may not even know where they're stuck.
That's okay.
Yeah. So, and then go to rightpathrealestate.com and register for our free event that's going to be tomorrow night. And then also register for our weekend retreat that's going to be in Dallas coming up next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend.
So and webinar tonight.
Tonight.
We're north of 100 some odd folks now. So webinar tonight if you guys want to listen to me talk about how to run it like a business.RightPathRealEstate.com. Support at Right Path Real Estate.
And the jet lending event tonight at the Redneck Country Club.
You'll see our big green tent. So we'll see you guys. Thanks for listening.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
Thanks. You too. Bye-bye.